Amanda Morgan here, and I am back with another video today straight from my own bathroom at home. So you might hear a slight echo because we actually have super high ceilings in here. So I wanted to talk to you about something that has nothing to do with food, and that is beauty products, and I'll tell you why. What you're putting on your skin is just as important as what you're putting into your body when it comes to food. So the two really go hand in hand. When I'm working with clients, of course, we typically start the whole conversation around body confidence and food, but then they always end up questioning, okay, so I've got this down, what can I kind of improve next? And beauty products, especially for my moms out there, is always going to be the next answer. So I'm going to walk you through my own skincare routine, the products I use, and we're gonna lay it all out for you. I'm actually gonna link to whatever products I can from what I do have here below the video as well. So how you're seeing me right now is pretty much how I exist in day-to-day life. I don't really wear that much makeup because once I started learning about wellness, learning about food, and of course beauty products, I really started to learn that there are just questionable ingredients lurking in so many of our cosmetics and beauty products and every single thing that we put onto our bodies daily. Women on average use about 12 personal care products where men use around 6. Lucky guys. Just naturally I started realizing that I don't need to be putting 8 million products on my face or even in my hair. Right now I have nothing in my hair. I pretty much just showered this morning and am doing this for you guys now. So I try to give my hair a break from the products as well, but today we're mainly gonna focus on skincare. So when I learned about all this, I was kind of shocked, and I wanted to share some facts with you so that maybe you can share in that with me and understand why I'm doing this video for you. When it comes to personal care products, there are about 10,000 ingredients that are commonly used. Now, only 10% of those 10,000 ingredients are tested for human safety. So that's already a cause for concern. Now, of those 10,000 common ingredients that I mentioned, this is where it gets really interesting. So the European Union actually banned over 1,300 of those ingredients because they are known to cause or have been linked to cancer, hormone disruption, and fertility issues. And there have been studies done on this. Yet, and here's where I'm gonna drop the mic, ready? I want you to take a guess just in your head with me right now, how many of those 1,300 ingredients that the European Union decided to ban, how many of those do you think the United States decided to ban? 11. You guys, that is just a straight up atrocity. Can you believe that that is how unregulated this industry is in the United States? That there are ingredients out there that are known to cause issues. And I've seen this a lot with women, especially with hormone dysfunction and fertility issues. I have friends trying to get pregnant and at this stage in life, and one of the first things I tell them is, I want you to take a look at your personal care products. This is just so important. So what's going on in our world that it's just so much less regulated than it is in other places? I was just in Australia with my husband, and it is the same thing there. So if you guys live in Europe or Australia, lucky you. If you've been around for a while, you know that one of the things that I love to do as a nutritionist is help educate you on ingredients that might be lurking in your food, right? So we're doing the same thing here with beauty products, because just like the food industry tries to sneak in sugar and GMO ingredients, the beauty industry is sneaking in those questionable ingredients like parabens and everything that are easy for them to process and make and manufacture, and they keep costs down, but they're not so great for our bodies. And like I said, they can cause some serious health issues. So as a consumer, it's just better to be aware. It doesn't mean that you have to change everything at once. That's definitely not the point. I mean, you'll see everything I have, but it's taken me years to get here. So why don't we actually go over, and I'm gonna show you guys some of my favorite products. All right, so I'm gonna start with my morning routine, and then I'm going to show you some products that I use on the every now and then basis, and then nighttime. So In the morning, either before or after I work out, depending on what time that happens, when I'm in the shower, I like to use a really gentle cleanser because generally before or after I work out, I don't have any makeup on, there's not really anything to wash off, so something super gentle. I love the Eminence brand, and because I am at that age, my esthetician actually told me that between the ages of 27 and 32, and I'm like right on the cusp on that side, that your body is just going through so many different hormonal changes, and even if you've never had acne or anything in your life, you might start to develop certain signs like cysts around your chin and your forehead. So if you've noticed that you're of that age or you're somewhere around there and you kind of went through your teens and your early 20s with no problem whatsoever, but now you're seeing all of these kind of breakouts happening, it's totally normal. Don't have a panic attack. It just kind of has to work its way out and you'll be totally fine. So I explained that because I buy the Clear Skin probiotic cleanser from Eminence, and I don't know if you can see it, but again, I'm gonna link to all of this stuff below, and I absolutely love it. It's all organic, which is great. So that's what I'll use in the morning, and then I will follow it up with a couple other products. So one of the things that was kind of a game changer for me when it came to after I washed my face, something that totally helped with all of that hormonal acne that I mentioned is a toner. And these have like saved my life. Again, guys, it's gonna be hard for you to see the front of the box, but I will link to them below. These are daily peel wipes. So they exfoliate and they firm and they lift everything up, but because they are a daily peel and they're relatively gentle, whatever was kind of causing all of those, cysts or hormonal acne, this really, really helps with. And, it's not super chemical based by any means. My esthetician does use a stronger version of this when I go in for my monthly facials, but these are just so fantastic, and I use these in the morning after I shower. Then I follow it up with some sort of face oil. This is Beautycounter's balancing face oil, and I love it. Just like a very small amount because I have a tendency to break out if there is too much oil. So very small amount just to replenish the skin, keep me looking nice and young. And now, depending on if I'm going to be outside a lot during the day, Eminence makes a wonderful red currant moisturizer that does have SPF 30 in it. If I am not going to be in the sun, then I usually go to Beautycounter's Nourishing Cream, and there's no SPF in this, but again, like if I'm not going to be outside a lot, then I don't really need SPF, right? Okay, so there's a few products that kind of make their way into the mix throughout my week. So in the mornings, let's say I'm going to like an early, anywhere between a 7 or a 9 o'clock workout class. I don't really want to shower before class, but I want to do a little bit cleansing of my face just to get some of the oil off from nighttime. I love this brand called Cure, and they make face wipes, and there's a bunch of brands in Whole Foods that make great wipes too, like Burt's Bees does also, and you can buy Burt's Bees, I think, in like any drugstore nowadays, CVS, Walgreens, but I'll just use this just kind of like to get the oil off, any mascara that's hanging out from the day before, because I can't seem to ever get my mascara off. So these are just wonderful, and like I said, early mornings, they're perfect. I'm a huge fan of doing a face mask at least once a week. Sometimes you'll see me post them on my Instagram at Amanda H. Morgan. So this is Beautycounter's charcoal, and I love this mask because you can literally see the charcoal pulling out the oil from your pores. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. So I'm obsessed with this mask. And then when it comes to makeup, makeup is an area that I find is a little bit more difficult to kind of transition to the more natural route. And there are brands that are great that you can even buy in Sephora, but I have geared more towards Beautycounter or just not wearing any at all, just because I'm, again, like trying to keep it more natural most of the time. I love Beautycounter's Dew Skin because, it again has SPF in it, so I can double up if I already have SPF moisturizer, or I might not have moisturizer that has SPF, so this is a great addition. So for nighttime, obviously we've gone through our day, we want to get all of that remaining oil off the skin and make sure we're getting all of our makeup off that we have on maybe from work. So I have usually an exfoliator. This is Beautycounter's Nourishing Cream Exfoliator. Exfoliators, guys, are such a great conversation because you know those little beads that are in most exfoliators? They are usually made of plastic, so it can be super toxic to the environment to use exfoliators of that nature. These guys have figured out a way to use a natural substance. I think it's jojoba bead. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what the beads in their exfoliator are made of. So you can feel kind of like good about it in two ways. And then afterwards, I always try to use an eye serum. So this is Eminence Age Corrective Eye Serum. Love this. And then I follow it up with a serum for my whole skin. So it's kind of sticky. It's not lotion because I just don't think that it's necessary to really use face lotion twice a day. This serum just makes me feel like things are just super tight and, you know, everything's kind of working up there. Again, I'm using the clear skin for now just until all of this stuff works its way out and I'm kind of over that age where, you know, we have hormonal acne going on. I know that's like probably TMI, but it's true. So let's talk about body. Of course, body is just as important as your face. There are lots of different body wash options out there. You can buy so much of this on Amazon, or you can go to Whole Foods and just buy, you know, even the Whole Foods brand is a great step in the right direction because you're getting away from parabens and the other common chemicals. A brand that I love, the Secure brand from the face wipes, they also make a wonderful body wash that I love. My husband and I both. And Andalou Naturals is another one that we adore, and this we get right in our health food store in town. And you can follow that up with some body lotion. It's really important to moisturize, especially as we age. And I actually recommend using a body cream over a body lotion just because it's so much more moisturizing. So this is Beautycounter's body butter. I totally wasn't going to talk about deodorant, but it was like staring at me from over here in my vanity, and it was like, Amanda, you have to talk about this. It's so important. So, guys, aluminum it's just not good, you know, and I could probably do an entire video on why we need to stop using normal deodorants from, you know, a drugstore. But, you know, if you can avoid regular deodorants at all costs, I would so recommend doing it. Here's what I do, and you might judge me, but most days, unless I'm, you know, in a meeting or I feel like I'm coming upon a stressful situation or I'm working out, I try my best not to wear anything, and usually I'm totally fine. And you'll see that, you know, if you eat healthy and you're generally putting good stuff into your body, there's not a lot of toxic stuff to sweat out, so you don't really like smell. Now, that being said, there have been days where my husband has been like, Amanda, did you forget to wear deodorant today? And I'm like, oh my God, I absolutely did. So that may happen, and you might have to carry like one in your purse just in case. But on the days that I do wear deodorant, I go for Crystal Essence, another brand that you can buy right off Amazon. I myself can't wear deodorants, natural deodorants that have baking soda in them because they make me break out and they actually end up hurting my armpits. So it's taken me a long time to find something that I do love. Now, am I going to say that there are instances where I never wear a normal deodorant? No. Like if I am going out and I'm with a big group of people, big group of friends, I will, because I don't want to hurt anybody. So, you know, again, guys, it's about balance. You got to find what works for you. My lifestyle allows me a little bit more to, you know, not wear deodorant as much. But again, there are lovely brands out there that are great and will help you. You really want to be careful with your armpits. That's your body's way of detoxing, getting out all of the toxins from your body, and by putting, you know, aluminum and all of those chemicals in there, we're doing way more harm than good. So I wanted to kind of stick that in there too. Now, I know we went over a ton in these videos, and I'm so grateful to you for hanging out with me until the end, and I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna link to all of these amazing products below, and I hope you try them out. Tell me if you love them. Tell me if you've heard of these brands before, or just tell me if you learned something awesome that you wanna share. All right, guys, see you next time.